Leveling up is important in every role-playing game, and that's especially true here in Borderlands 4. Each level, you'll get a skill point, and after you reach the cap of 50, you can complete your build across all 49 points. But maybe you're bursting through the story at an astonishing rate and don't quite feel like you're getting some solid levels. Well, in this video today, I want to help you get the most experience you can as fast as you can. If this is your first time on my channel, the way I do things is by upfronting the knowledge in my videos. So with that being said, let me give you all the big details up front. The fastest way to level up is by doing bounties. These contracts are located in groups of 3 at each one of the safe houses. You can hold a max of 5 at a time, but completing a set of 5 should net you at least a level to a level and a half, depending on where you are at in the game. The bounties reset every time you go to the main screen, so there is a way to force the game to refresh bounties by accepting, abandoning, and then going back to the main screen. But I just never advise stuff like that because that could get patched out and you'll have relied on something that's really honestly a bit gamey. In addition, main story quests, vaults, and high XP minor quests will all catapult your level quickly. Lastly, some contracts will be vile bounties that not only reward you with more experience, but also precious iridium, which is your endgame currency. But let's see, too long didn't watch this entire video. So if that's all you wanted to know, please feel free to shut the video down. I want to be respectful of your time. You can navigate to any part of the video that interests you the most using the chapters with the timeline in the description. And before you head out, if the video or the info in this video ends up being helpful, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, as each one of those things helps me out in a huge way. Also, if you haven't picked up the game yet, you can use my Fanatical link, which will get you a discount on the game, as well as an 8% commission for me, which goes towards my mini Aussies Endless Toy Fund. Lastly, I am streaming Borderlands 4 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so head on over to Twitch to win the giveaways and other events that we do. But let's get started on the fastest way to level up and get experience in Borderlands 4. So let's jump into the game here and take a look at our contracts. Now, contracts are the contracts that you find at most of the major hubs. So here's the first hub. You'll have the contracts there, there, and there, and you go ahead and grab them. You go up to them, press E, and you can take them. But you can see here that you're limited 5 out of 5, so we can see that. Now, what we want from those contracts is grouping them together is obviously going to be helpful. We don't choose to group them together, of course, but just grabbing as many as we can at once does kind of give you a sense of how you can group them together. But we want to look at this little value right here. This shows us the amount of experience that we will be getting from this. So you can say, okay, is this worth it when you're looking at it on the board versus the other contracts, which might have this? Or do I have any purple ones? No. There's purple ones that'll then have 3 little blips. There's legendary ones that'll have 4 blips. So putting these together is just going to get you a ton of experience. So as of the recording of this section right now, we are at level 19 with 28,000 experience. Let's go through and complete all these contracts and then come back to see what level we are at with how much experience we've got. One thing to note too about your contracts when you are doing them, I don't know if I explained this too. You find contracts by, you go to your inventory, go to missions, you've got your missions, just jump over here to contracts. You will have different types of contracts: trace, collect, bounty, acquire. Those are some of your different types. But bounty are usually killing an individual. Collecting is typically, not always, but typically a series of monsters in a specific location. So what you should be doing is trying to get as many collect bounties as you can to stack them with the other ones. So it's like, hey, I can go knock this out while I'm doing trace scrap core, because I'm on the way to doing this. I'm 89 meters away, but I've already gotten 2 of these mangler hearts because there are manglers around this location in the Fade fields. So trying to stack these 2 is also helpful to maximizing your bounties because it just gives you shit tons of experience. So we've jumped forward. We've now completed all 5 of our contracts. And roughly what I've found is for those contracts, the blue ones, you get around 5,000 experience. The green ones a little bit less. So as we jump over here to skills, we can see, sure, we did also kill monsters in between those things. So there's those things to consider, which is a good thing. You're getting additional experience. But we went from 28,000 experience at a 35,000 experience at level 19 to 22,000 experience at a 38,000 experience at level 20. Now I'm live streaming when I did this, so it probably took me, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes to do it. And those bounties are up quite a bit. And I didn't even get all the bounties available to me, considering that where I'm at in the game right now, there are more bounties over here somewhere that I didn't grab. Aha, there it is there. So you'll want to look at, you look at these little locations. It says contains. That little square with the reticle in it is a location that contains bounties. Right here contains bounties. So that's how you know you'll be able to do bounties in those locations, and you'll be able to pick up a total of 5. So that should be 3 from one location, because there's only 3 per location, right? So right now I currently have 3 from the first, 3 from the second. That brings us up to 6, and 3 from our third. So I have 9 total bounties. So you do all 9 of those, that's probably going to be 2 levels. Considering everything. Now there's also another portion of this that you get from completing these bounties, and that is the rewards. So we got this. Okay, I mean, maybe it's not a great weapon, maybe it is, but it's just another way to get more loot too. So you can see if some of these are going to replace your current weapon. Just kind of sifting. That's actually not bad. A submachine gun right there. There you go. Remember, these are just, it shows you the type of weapons that these could possibly be. Or the types of items that these can possibly be. So just be mindful of that when you are accepting it, because that way you get a sense for what you might be getting. Maybe you're getting class augments, maybe you're going to get ordnance, maybe you're going to get weapons, shields, whatever it is. So this is a great way to get a lot of experience quickly while you're also doing portions of the just the map in general, trying to clean up any of the collectibles, which also give you experience, and doing other things. So let's talk really quickly to close this video out on the other things you can do for experience. The first big thing you can do is just complete the story. As you can see, this has legendary level of experience. This is a ton of experience to get. Also as well, there's going to be usually other portions of the story that you can do that are going to have large chunks of experience. Do those. But a big one as well is going to be your challenges. Take a look at challenges, see which ones you're kind of close to and which ones you can maybe benefit from. Okay, let's look at one around here. I don't even know. Okay, here. Better than podcast supplements. Loot or purchase enhancements. Okay, well, that's just going to give me green. That's not a lot, but all I had to do is simply play and do stuff. Or this one here, hunks of junk, complete all ancient crawler sites. That is going to give me purple experience. So if you are really slacking on experience, these are great ways to just kind of boost your experience by a little bit here and there. And in conjunction with those, which does actually complete challenges, are these locations. Knocking out your echo logs, your vault symbols, which directly give you this. Not all of them are going to give you experience, right? Like this isn't going to give you experience just for doing it, but doing some of the stuff like the order labs, doing any of the vault locations. No, the vault locations. Well, there's a vault around here somewhere that I don't. Okay, it's right there. This gives you tons of experience. Those are great ways to get experience that supplements into these bounties, because the bounties are things they're gonna take you around these locations anyway. So you might as well go around those locations, loot those things, and get any of those items. And the last thing too that you could do for experience as well are side quests. I find that the side missions though don't give you as much experience as the bounties, and they tend to take a little bit longer. If you want to tap into them, they're definitely there. This is kind of like, if I didn't mention this in the video, someone would say side missions, and I can't believe you forgot side missions. So I wanted to bring up side missions. Side missions, you know, they do vary. Some are going to give you more than others, like this one right here. This is a really good one, and it's going to give you cosmetics as well. Some are just kind of like this one over here, just a quick little foray, a little dip into a different story. As you can see, as you can see, as you can see. So make sure you try to knock out the really good juicy ones and leave the other ones that like, hey, you know, I'm already over there doing a bounty. I might as well take care of this as well. So if you have any other ideas that you want to share that help out with getting experience, go ahead and let it be known in the comment section below. I didn't really talk about the undiscovered locations or knocking out order silos, where the order bunkers that are around here are the way, or like drill sites and stuff like that. But there are also always ways to get experience in Borderlands 4. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care.